no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go! Set! Let's go! Double time! Double time! Hey, we got Jay.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
We taking wings home. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey! Check. Go. Check safety. Alert 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with McCoy. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it.
Operating from the gun, Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, Fields. He finds McCoy. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Bandit.
From the gun, Fields. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
On first down, Fields. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Let him know, let him know. Check. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Man, I got you.
On first and 10, Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stand up, on it.
Throwing again. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Touchdown.
On third down, here's McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hop Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We own this. We own this. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
On the ready. Fight 51, Mike 51. Rip left, rip left. Bang, 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 bang. Go. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Ross. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4.
Operating from the gun. Fields going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go. Now the whoop. Here we go. Go. Strong right. Henry. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Off the play fake. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Check 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
You better be afraid of me. All day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, pilot, 64, weak. 6 man. Check curls.
Off play action. Lawrence. It's caught by Davis. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
24's the mic. Too little.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, Mike, Leo.
2nd and 2. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit. 51 the mark, boy. 51. Rapid. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That's good for 28 yards.
To number 81. A 28-yard gain. First down, Cincinnati.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14.
41. Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got three down.
Ready? From the gun, Lawrence. Open man is Ross, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. No. Topper! Mike 51!
Back to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's it. Big hit.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox, light.
Check 99. Check 99. What?
Hey, lock it. Defense.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
What's set? Mike 57. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Throwaway and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is McCoy. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Okay, ready?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
You're out. Now.
2nd down and inches. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Quentin Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Ready?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Rock it. Hit it.
2nd and long. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Once more, here's Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Go!
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
General West.
Hey. Check. 25. Check 25.
Blue draw Corkers. Get it.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to launch the... It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, dude.
50 wants the money. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 51. Better bring it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Switch.
Go.
To throw again, Lawrence. They will find Davis. That's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Man up, deep.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch out. You got tape. Go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Set, ready. 6 yards.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Zoom, zoom. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Fields. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing again. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. That's the run. Topper. Watch the ship. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
60 outlaw. 61. Match box. Right.
Second and 4. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Hey, orbit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. It's Eckler again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Delta. Snap.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they'll work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. To to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Fields. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 60 yards. 80 weapon.
Here is Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
At the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Justin Simmons on the tackle.
You got him.
5 yards on the play. And it's third.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.